The issues surrounding processing and incarnating women and girls through criminal justice system, it affects a lot of the parts of the female brain, and especially with girls, their family bonds. That is something that is very needed to help a girl grow, and it can significantly hurt a girl if they're incarnated because their family bonds are taken away and maybe diminished entirely. Another thing is abuse. Abuse is something that is taken very seriously. In the book, it was saying how it's a significant risk factor of women who are incarnated. The second question says, based on the readings regarding the nature of female offending, do you think it is important that they receive treatment? Yes, I do, because even when they're incarnated and it might have been from a different reason, like a violent person or anything like that, it is a very significant thing to help take the problems that they had and to help them out, and to take any of the abuse or mental health that they have and help them through it with therapy and stuff to get them back onto the right mindset, because addiction is a very big thing with women. Also in the book, it says that there is a highlighted factors that affect women's road to delinquency and reauthorization. It needs the programming options for girls. Gender-specific programming is something that we need in the system because men and women are very different. Their minds are very different. Girls are very different. So if a girl's taken into the judicial system and is processed differently and not given the help they need, they might come out as a different person, and they might still have the addiction and everything that they had before, and it might have gotten worse being held in the jail for the incarceration and the abusive environment they were in. So seeking that help will help them not become into an abusive and domestic violence ridden environment when they go out. So they know what they need, and they know that they shouldn't be back into that scenario. The book talks about trauma against among lesbians and bisexual girls in the justice system. This is a very big thing in our community, where girls like this are getting put down and getting abused by their family members, and they're getting PTSD from it. So trauma and PTSD are very big things with these girls, because they might not be able to handle their sexuality, and that the trauma from their heterosexual peers or their families that don't believe in it could be a very big thing. So parental rejection may be a reason that these girls are becoming violent, and they're turning to crime to seek a more environment that might be, okay for them, and that's not okay. And so I think that there's a very unique community in that, and that they need to be helped in a different way because of their different mindset, and they're just like, sexuality is different, and they might not feel accepted, and they need that extra guidance. Another thing with gender-specific programming to help them with their unique problems through, being incarcerated and stuff, that women are more, or girls are more manipulative and dramatic than boys can be. And they can be harder to break down that barrier to get to why it happened and how to resolve it for when they come out of it. And I think that women officers need to be in girls' detention centers to help them and be that role model, and to be a goal setter for them. Women in other countries are processed, it says from the book entirely, it says that they are processed harsher because of their gender. I also said, it says that in China that they are more of a subordinate member of the society, which means that they are given lesser punishments because they're women, and because that they are kid deliverers, and that this is how they're seen higher in the community, because they give children to the world, and that they are put in a different kind of sub thing than men because of it. And so we see more of drugs and human trafficking in women because of the lesser punishment that they are given. So men think that they can do this, and that they benefit with civilist treatments in cases where the offenses in criminal history were similar to drug traffickers. I think that this is a good thing that China says that, because in different ways. We need to be helped in different aspects. I don't think that women should receive a lower sentencing because of it, just because if a male does the same thing, they should be equal. But this is in different countries, obviously. So internationally, they are treated differently. Some of them, they're treated harsher because of their gender and because that they should be no doing. And men are treated differently. And I think that's wrong, and I think that they should be treated equally, and no matter what country you're in, they shouldn't be given lesser or harsher of a punishment.